Hi, my name is Sylvie. I help moms feel great and lose weight by healing their gut and nourishing their body with superfood. On this channel, you will get simple recipes, practical health tips that will transform your health without feeling overwhelmed or deprived. Today, I decided to take you along on my Wahls protocol journey. Tomorrow I'm going to go grocery shopping, so I thought I would share about my meal plan and then I'll take you along on the grocery shopping trip. I have been very curious about the Wahls protocol for about 2 years now. I have both of Dr. Terry Wahls' books. I've read them and I have enjoyed the recipes that they provide. And I love how the protocol is all about nourishing your mitochondria by giving it all the nutrients it needs in the form of vegetables, high quality protein, organ meat, sea vegetables. And I love how it's not about having any dogma, and she can even accommodate of the vegan lifestyle with our protocol. So I've been curious and wanting to try it for a long time, but I have to admit that preparing that many vegetables, I think it's between 9 to 12 cups, always seemed a bit overwhelming, so I've never done it. But now I'm seriously considering becoming certified as a Wahls protocol practitioner. So I figured I think it would be a good idea to do it for myself, implement it in my life and see what happens. So I purchased the meal plan that you can buy on the website. It's for a whole year and you have a choice between the 3 levels. The Wahls protocol is divided in 3 levels. And I picked level 1 because I'm not really struggling health-wise. I've been doing pretty good. And so it's less strict. I decided I would pick that level and purchase that meal plan. So I printed out the first week. It's 25 pages. There's the shopping list and there's all the recipes and as well as the menu for the week, obviously. And I was looking at the recipes. They don't all look amazing. Most of them look pretty good. Some of them not as much. But I'm not too picky and I'm pretty open-minded. We'll see how these recipes turn out. Now, when you look at the meal plan is actually for 4 people, which is nice. I find that a lot of these healing protocols are just for 1 person. And if you are shopping for a family, you need to change everything around. So I like that it was already everything. The grocery list is for 4 people. I'm not going to increase anything, the produce or anything I buy, even though I have a family of 9, because I don't think anybody else in the family will be eating as many vegetables as I will. So I think using the 4 people meal plan will be fine. And plus, I feel that sometimes we'll be making different recipes for the rest of the family. And I'm even wondering, because I will not be having a breakfast meal. For breakfast, she has like a real meal with meat, sometimes a smoothie, sometimes a pile of veggies. But I won't be having that. I'll just be making one of my green superfood shakes. And there's a video that I'll make as well on that. I might be able to stretch the meal plan for what I buy tomorrow for like 2 weeks. We'll see, but that would be great because I'm actually a bit worried about how much this is going to cost. I'm going to share with you some of the amounts that I need to buy. So I'm going to be buying 24 cups of cauliflower florets, and I'm going to buy 36 cups of spinach, 6 cups of arugula, 26 cups of baby kale, 14 cups of Brussels sprouts. So you get the idea. That is going to be a lot of stuff. 6 cups of broccoli slaw. But I'm really excited to get started and see how this all comes together. So here we are at the grocery store, and let's get started. The menu called for fresh mackerel. I couldn't find any, but I was able to find the frozen kind, so that was good. Google can be your friend when you go grocery shopping too. The menu was calling for London broil steak, and I couldn't find that. And then I Googled it, discovered that any type of marinating steak works. So I used that, and it was actually really good. Another thing I want to mention about the meat is that I buy my meat from Butcher Box, and I do supplement it with grocery store meat, and that's what I did in that particular case. And I try to buy clean meat, but sometimes I just get what's there, and you have to make your own decisions and see what works with your budget and your lifestyle. Also, the menu called for harder to find meats like bison, for example, and I just substitute for ground beef. As I conclude this video about grocery shopping for the Wahls protocol, there's a few more things I wanted to mention. As you heard me say, I was a bit concerned about how much it was going to cost because I had to buy so much vegetables. But in the end, it was not more expensive than usual at all, because what I found is the meal plan recipes required less meat than I normally use. Well, I mean, it depends on what your typical meal looks like. But for us, on the paleo diet, feeding my family of 9 would usually require about 4 pounds of meat per meal. So that was great, and it made us eat more vegetables. My grocery shopping trip cost me about $600, and that doesn't include any meat or just very little meat. I did buy the steak and some fish, but most of the meat I used came from my butcher box that had just arrived. So that's something to take into consideration. But that $600 worth of groceries lasted me 2 weeks, which was really good. And if you want to save further, as far as groceries go, I have a few more tips for you. Number 1, you can stretch your meals by making rice or gluten-free pasta and serving these cheaper foods to members in your family who may not need to follow the protocol exactly. And so that's what I did. Sometimes I made a casserole or a stir fry that was from the meal plan and cooked a big pot with like the 2 pounds of meat and tons of vegetables. And then on top of that, I made some rice, and I would serve the casserole over rice for the rest of the family. And so we would be able to stretch the meal further that way. And another thing you can do is to not strictly follow the meal plan. I find that following a meal plan exactly always ends up costing more money. Make your meals as simple as possible. So the meals included with the meal plan are quite simple actually, and they are pretty affordable, but you can always, as you use a meal plan and start knowing which recipes your family enjoy and which ones work well for you, you can just start relying on these recipes as go-to recipes. And then instead of having new recipes for 3 meals a day, which is a bit overwhelming and unnecessary, it's always a great idea to get to know your favorite meals, to have some go-to recipes that you can use, and then make sure you have enough leftovers. The less new recipes you make, the less it'll cost you, because using your simple go-to meals will just end up being cheaper. And having some simple meat cuts with simple vegetables does not have to cost a lot of money. And that is really a good way to start saving money. Maybe pick 3 to 4 recipes a week to try if you like adding some new recipes to your meal plan. And then for the rest of the week and all the other meals, have some great meal that you know your family enjoy, you know that you'll enjoy, and you know that will cost you less money. Another thing I recommend that you can do is to use frozen fruits and frozen vegetables on top of your fresh fruits and vegetables. Frozen fruits and vegetables are really nutritious, and they're usually cheaper than the fresh counterpart. So it's a great way that you get to save money, particularly if you buy them from in big packs like from Costco. It does end up costing less. Also, this might take a little bit of time, but learn to know your prices, shop around, and look at what you're buying and how much it costs. And then with time, you'll know where you get the best deal on whatever you need for your groceries. So I'm going to keep doing the Wahls protocol and using the menu plan over the next few months, and I'll be making more videos and keeping you posted on that. So I recommend you subscribe to my channel to make sure you'll never miss out. And if you would like to learn more about the Wahls protocol and about how I did my grocery shopping trip, don't forget to check the link in the description below. And thanks for watching.